Olivia Warren, bring your doe to the waiting ring, please. Olivia Warren, bring your doe to the waiting ring. 0 to 5 month old. First call, Bordeaux, 7 months old. First call, Bordeaux, 7 months.
Do we have his bio?
Second call, Bordeaux, 7 month old. Second call, Bordeaux, 7 month old. Please bring them to the waiting ring. Second call, Bordeaux, 6 and 7 month old. Second call, Bordeaux, 6 and 7 month old. Please bring your goats to the waiting ring. Nope. Final call, Bordeaux, 6 and 7 month old. Final call, Bordeaux, 6 and 7 month old. Please get your goats to the waiting ring. First call, Bordeaux, 8 month old. First call, Bordeaux, 8 month old. Bordeaux, 8 month old. Second call. Second call, Bordeaux, 8 month old. Second call. Kinsley Rupp, can you please bring your goat to the waiting ring? Kinsley Rupp, can you please do your goat to the waiting ring? Welcome to the 2024 Market Goat Show. Welcome to the 2024 Market Goat Show. Your judge is Jimmy Stinkley.
Well, good morning. Great way to start your goat show today. And the weather has kind of got me like I should probably be at a place in Columbus right now with a beer in my hand, yelling at Ryan Day's conservative play call. But we'll wait on that till 7:30 tonight. Guys, excited to be here and sort through your goat show this morning. I think a spectacular way to start. And these first three are very, very high quality and do some different things for me. And I'll walk through them here and describe them. The one that initially caught my my eyes, straight out of the gate, was the one that won. We're going to stick with first impressions today. When you get on top of that one, and even if you do peel down her extra hair there, I do think that one still has enough to her. Just out the back side of her shoulder, she's broader on her upper pin set than the one right behind her. And then as she moves and tracks around the ring, I think she carries it all a notch wider and more genuine at the surface than the one right behind her. You study her head, study her skull shape. I like that one a great deal, young lady. Congratulations to you. The one here in second, I do think probably just gives a shot more just juvenile look from the side. I think that one touches a notch harder and more genuine on the top side of her skeleton. Just wish that one to get out and track just a bit wider for me. I think she's frailer and a bit more daintier at the surface than your class winner. If we could just fix some things, maybe broaden her up and stouten her up in some areas, I think she can move up. The broad, the stout one, the rugged one is sitting here in third. That one's pretty good made. Through that one's front skeleton and chest floor and width there, just in motion for that one's size. And you see that one move with a shot more athleticism. She kind of wants to hawk underneath herself there, get a bit more sickle hawked in terms of her rear leg structure, but still a nice one to go ahead and be third. The one here in four is really good bodied. They're really, really long and level and unique there, but still just need to see that one come with a bit more just shot of elevation up through that one's front one third. Then we'll round out the class with two of them that are really long-sided, have some nice pieces about them. Just see stouten those up at the surface, give them a shot more extra body there. Guys, put our hands together here for your first class. Congratulations.
Third and final call, Bordeaux, 8-month-old. Third and final call, Bordeaux, 8-month-old. Please bring your goats to the waiting ring. First call, Bordeaux, 9-month-old class. First call, Bordeaux, 9-month-old class. Please bring your goats to the waiting ring. And if you need a goat program, they're in the yellow box by the firewall. Second call, Bordeaux, 9-month-old. Please bring your goats to the waiting ring. Second call, Bordeaux, 9-month-old. Third and final call, Bordeaux, 9-month-old. Third and final call, Bordeaux, 9-month-old. Can you please bring your goats to the waiting ring? Final call. Final call, Bordeaux 9-month-old. Final call, Bordeaux 9-month-old. Can you please bring your goats to the waiting ring? Final call,
Real high quality class here, and I think it's a 2-horse race, but the longer they're out here and you study them, I think your class winner needs to do so relatively easily. That one's so big, the backside of that one's shoulder over her loin. And then I like her better, how she's made out through her hip and her hind leg. She's leveler and more unique there, comes with a shot more extra stifle and upper pin set. Then from the side, I do think she is taller, about the point of her shoulder than one here in second. I think she's laid in about her knee, just a shot better than one here in second as well. But really nice one to go ahead and start off your class. One here in second, I think, gives her a run for her money, just in motion and on the move. I think that one's pretty unique in terms of her skeletal build there. You just study that one here from the side, though. She's a bit shorter and a bit more rounder in terms of her hip there. She's not as unique in terms of her knee and her shoulder and where her chest plate sits up into her, but still a really nice one to go ahead and be second. Then we'll round out the class with two of them that have some center body to them, just not as unique of what they bring to the table from a style and design standpoint from the side. The one here in third is a notch better just in terms of her center cage there than the one that's going to round out her class, and the one that's going to be fourth today. Really good about how she ties her neck at the top side of her shoulder. Just so you see more of that one when I step in behind her. Guys, really nice class. Let's put our hands together for those four. Congratulations.
Jimmy Stinkley is from St. Paris, Ohio. He is a graduate of the Ohio State University and Lincoln Land College, where he was a member of both livestock judging teams. He is currently the donor coordinator for the American Angus Foundation. He also co-runs Garrett Stinkley's Livestock, helping families across the country with 4-H and FFA projects. Jimmy is thankful for the opportunity to judge across the 14 states and work with the industry's youth. Can we please welcome Jimmy Stinkley? We have Caden and Kelly Redding for the 8th month Bordeaux class. Caden and Kelly Redding for the Bordeaux 8th month class, please. Please come to the goat rating ring.
I think a pretty logical sort in my mind. The one that wins, just her center body is so overwhelming. Her shape and design of the backside of her shoulder and how she progressively gets wider from there on back and then tracks so wide and genuine at the surface. Then you step off from the side and her lower body sweep, how she ties everything up through her front 1/3, I think is very, very good. Tied in correctly about her knee, really tied in neat about her shoulder. It's a pretty nice one to go ahead and round out the class. Congratulations to her. Second and third was probably the sword in my mind, and just a study in motion. I think the one here in second is a bit more fluid, just in terms of her movement out of her front skeleton and her rear skeleton there. I prefer the shape to her hip and her hind leg, and the angle to her hock there just a bit better. She is a bit deeper just in terms of her chest floor relative to the top side of her shoulder, but you step in behind her, and I do think she is just a shot more powerful and opened up and more unique about her body shape than the one here in third. The one here in third, I do think is probably just a notch more stouter when she's coming directly at you. You step in behind that one, she doesn't match that extra mass and density there from behind. She gets a bit closer about her shoulder, a bit more tied up in terms of her spine and motion. If we could just relax that one in terms of her movement, I think she can move up and place a notch higher, but really nice one to go on to be third. The fourth one here today, just in terms of presentation and lines, I think needs to sort up in this class. It's just in motion. She kind of falls out of balance, wants to get up in her flank and deeper about her chest floor, and you see that one open up, but just a shot more wider and bolder apart from behind. Then we round out the class with one I think is very, very good. Up there, front one third. Just need everything to match there from there on back. She gets a bit shorter and rounder out of her hip there. Guys, really nice class. Congratulations to those five. Let's put our hands together here as they exit.
Good morning. I'm here with the Wayne County Farm Bureau. I'm newly elected president, here with Olivia Lang, our vice president, and Congressman Miller. Just like to say a few words to everybody here.
Hey, Congressman Max Miller, it's an honor to represent all of you. Just wanted to say a quick hello. I sit on the Agriculture Committee, and we've been working very hard on the Farm Bill. And I just want to let you know that we think we're going to get it across the finish line this November or December. We've made historic investments in the farm safety net, crop insurance, and some specialty crops that we're continuing to work hard on. If you have any questions, please contact our office. The closest one to all of you is going to be in Medina County in Public Square, right there in downtown Medina, about 35 minutes away. And if there's anything that we can continue to do to help and support our 4-H's and FFAs that we have here in Wayne County, please let us know. I'm proud to say I gave 25% of my salary, your taxpayer dollars, back to our district and technical educational scholarships, and the next gift will be going to Wayne County Career Center. So if there's anything that we can continue to do to support you all, please let us know, and God bless you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Elena and Aubrey Lingle to the waiting ring, please. Can I have Elena and Aubrey Lingle to the waiting ring, please? is a first call for 10 to 12-month-old Bordeaux. First call, 10 to 12-month-old Bordeaux.
What's that? Like good. Still, problem to stop. These two painted ones right here. We'll go pretty quick. What's that? Oh yeah, he's not taking it. That ain't Yeah, I figured that was gonna happen today. They're chilling, they're all freaking, they're all spazzing out.
Elaine and Aubrey Lingle, can you please bring your goats to the waiting ring? Elaine and Aubrey Lingle, please bring your goats to the waiting ring. Final call.
Oh, no, Roots came in, so I thought that meant when I was in here, those were classes were supposed to come in. And then they announced it. That's their fun. They got a class. Hey, those them waiting out there. Watch the judge, guys. Watch the judge.
Third and final call, 10 to 12-month-old Bordeaux. 10 to 12-month-old Bordeaux, final call. Please bring your goats to the waiting ring.
I figured they would.
obviously biggest class of the day, and always knew these three were going to surface. It was just a challenge of how we're going to get there, and nothing to take away from the ones on the outsides. I think one that have some body and have some density just probably aren't just as unique in terms of their skeleton and their movement. I think fourth and fifth have some interesting pieces. We'll get to those in a second, but I think these top three are very, very challenging, and the guy can do a lot of different things. I'll just break them down how I see them in their natural state, just in terms of design and skeletal quality. The one that wins needs to do so. I think that one's super tucked up, just in terms of her breastplate and breastbone there. She's dead level in terms of her top line, really good out of her hip and her hind leg, and her movement and motion is probably the one that I prefer, just a notch better than the one in second and in third. We get off on her, and she ties her neck on the top side of her skeleton there. Probably doesn't want to just relax for the young man and drive up into him. But I think the longer you got to break that one down and study her in motion and understand, that one needs to win. Big body, a big handle on that one. Like that one a great deal. Congratulations. I think second and third was a bit closer in my mind. When the one here in second originally hit the ring, I thought I could run with that one pretty easily, because that one's fitted to the nines and really just really good in terms of how that one's presented. Probably just doesn't want to cooperate just like the first one, just as well, and how we're getting that one shown. But you study that one in motion, I think that one's a bit better just in terms of her skeletal quality and how she wants to go about the ring in her hip and her hind leg than the one here in third. And then on the stand, I think she put some things together better up through her front one third than the one that's going to be third today. Really nice one. Hair dough that's really good in her center body to be second. The one here in third, that's a big touch. On the top side of that one, skeleton really ditched back in terms of how that one's made on the back side of her shoulder out through her loin and her hip there. It shuts in motion. That one can get a bit stiffer in how she wants to go about her hip and her hind leg. She's a bit coarser and a bit girthier at the base of her neck there. Not as unique in her look and her lines and her angles in the two ahead of her. One you have to appreciate just in terms of genuine width and power that one brings to the table. Really nice one to go ahead and be third. One here in four, I think originally had a bit farther down the line, but the young lady does a great job showing that one. I get better looks of that one just in terms of that one's design and level and balance from the side and motion. That one's skeletally correct. He's stepping behind that one, just needs to see more of her. I wanted to move this slick dough up here to fifth because I think that one needs to be talked about. Understand that one's one of the smaller ones in here, but just in terms of lines and angles and presentation and how that one gets out and goes from the side, I think needs to work itself up. We compare that one up to the four predecessors ahead of her, just not as stout and not as mature and opened up in some areas. Really long-necked one going to be fifth though. Guys, let's put our hands together here for that class. Really challenging, really fun to sort through. A nice set of goats.
First call, 13 to 24 month olds. First call, 13 and 24 months old.
I left. I'm like, I'm not staying out. I said that one day I want to. You'll figure it out.
Placings for your Bordeaux 0 to 5 month class. First place, Shayna Clark. Second place, Olivia Warren. Third place, Mika Jagger. Fourth place, Ashton Musser. Fifth place, Adley Hardbog. Sixth place, Nora Hardbog. Thank you. Placings for your Bordeaux class 6 months old. First place, Kinsley Rupp. Second place, Riley Mullet. Third place, Addison Flinner. Fourth place, Jensen Smith. Placing for your Bordeaux 7-month-old class. First place, Macy Belmont. Second place, Emily Smith. Third place, Madeline Smith. Fourth place, Sierra Bauman. Fifth place, Brendan Flynn. 6th place, Elise Dobbs. 7th place, Elena Snell. Second call, 13 to 24-month-old. Second call, 13 to 24-month-old. Announcement. We're doing final drive before the mother-daughter class. Final drive before the mother-daughter class. Thank you. Third and final call, Bordeaux, 13 to 24-month-old. Third and final call, Bordeaux, 13 to 24-month-old. Placings for your Bordeaux 8-month-old class. 10th place, Anderson Musser. 9th place, Ashton Musser. 8th place, Caden Reddick. 7th place, Eileen Jagger. 6th place, Kaylee Reddick. 5th place, Mason Johnson. 4th place, Reagan Mollett. 3rd place, Lillian Egger. 2nd place, Brianna Ramsire. 1st place, Jared Ream. Again, we're doing final drive before the mother-daughter class. Final drive before the mother-daughter class. First call, Bordeaux, 25-month-old and older. First call, Bordeaux, 25 months old and older.
This one was fun and certainly challenging because I think all 5 of these top 5 are very high quality. The one that wins is just more my speed in motion and from an athletic build standpoint. I think that one's hip and hind leg goes extremely well. That one's tall shoulder, got a long skinny neck on the top of that one, and then doesn't sacrifice anything when stepping behind her. I just think one that puts a lot of pieces together and does so to a very high degree. Congratulations to her. One here in second, center body and just shape. It probably has the class advantage. When she gets that one stuck from the side, lines and angles and everything fit. It's just in motion. She kind of wants to drop about her chest floor. Her hip and her hind leg don't want to go just as athletically and as good as her class winner does. The one from the side, and then you step in behind that one, you certainly have to appreciate because what that one does in terms of her center body and shape there is very good. It's just in motion. I prefer the class winner just a shot better from a skeletal standpoint. The One here in third. We can talk about that one not wanting to get out and travel for the young man just as well. But when he gets that one stuck and braced up from the side, gives a really good view there, dead level in terms of that one's top line. My pick on that one is that one gets a bit shorter in terms of her hip there relative to how long-bodied she is. And then in motion, doesn't want to get out and go. Just as comfortably as the two ahead of her. But still, when you have to appreciate what she brings to the table from a body and shape standpoint, young man does an awesome job getting that one shown. One here in four kind of sorted itself up because I think that one's a really nice, complete, good body though that does a lot of good things. Again, from the side, she probably doesn't match up just as uniquely from her chest plate back to her flank and her hip there, of one that needs to work up just because in terms of that one's center of body and basic, she does a lot of good for me today. Congratulations to her. Then we're at the class with one that I think is a breeding piece deluxe. You study that one there in her head and her neck relative to her body size coming at me a bit more mature today. But one you have to appreciate just in terms of her body and denseness at the surface and how big-footed she is, how big back she is. Just like to see that one have a shot more extra grow and in maturity, if you will, here today. Guys, just put our hands together here on down the line. Really nice class. Congratulations.
Second call, Bordeaux, 25-month-old and older. Second call, Bordeaux, 25-month-old and older. Please bring your goats to the waiting ring.
We're in the cornfields now. Yep, chopping corn like crazy.
Placings for your 9-month-old Bordeaux class. In 9th place, Adeline Getchy. In 8th place, Kyle Olzeski. 7th place, Zion Gosser. 6th place, Macy Belmont. 5th place, Eva Gosser. 4th place, Aubrey Lingle. 3rd place, Caleb Thatcher. 2nd place, Olivia Stoudemire. In 1st place, Elena Lingle. Third and final call for your Bordeaux 25-month-old and older class. Third and final call for your Bordeaux 25-month-old and older class. First call for all first and second place for the final drive class. First call for first and second place for final drive class. Please bring your goats to the waiting ring.
I think a pretty logical sort in my mind. And these top two are close, but I think when you set them in motion, it becomes pretty apparent which one needs to win. Your class winner is just taller shouldered. She holds her chest flare up, and she's not as bold shouldered when we set them in motion. I think we study it from there on back at the stand. I think her lower body sweep, how everything ties up then through her front 1/3, I think matches very, very well. Is she the longest hip thing in the world? Absolutely not. But I do think she carries her hip and high leg just a shot more comfortably. The one here in second. One here in second at the stand. You can like a lot of things about that one. It's just in motion. That one kind of paddles up front in terms of her front skeleton there. Wants to drop in her chest forward. Doesn't want to hold her neck up into her in motion. The young lady does a great job showing her out of her on the stand there. You step in behind that one. That one's pulled apart and opened up to see a fixer in motion ever so slightly. How she gets out of her front skeleton. One here in third. I think does a lot of good here from the side. I think one that's put together very uniquely. Just want to step in behind behind her. She's bowled out of her backside of her shoulder, but then everything kind of funnels from there on back. Just need to see that one progress as she saw it wider in her upper skeleton. Then we're out the class with one I think is really good. Another one in terms of her center body and her foot size, everything matches there, just not as unique in terms of her look and her density. When we step in behind her, really nice one to go right out of class. Let's put our hands together. Congratulations.
Second call for first and second place final drive class. Second call for first and second place final drive class. Please bring your coach to the waiting ring. Results from your 10 and 12-month-old Bordeaux class. Results from your 10 and 12-month-old Bordeaux class. In fourth place, Abby Woolball. In third place, Meredith Brown. In second place, Olivia Stoutmeyer. And in first place, Kyla Ozolki. Sorry if I said that wrong.
Oh, yeah, we could. The only thing is get stuck up in there. Get down. We'll break it out like constantly. Yeah. Break it out. Just like stuff this one along. I bring me back. Yeah, that's the way I look at it. Yeah, I have a baseball game way that I was like, yeah, we can go call me. Maybe we will.
I don't know. We kind of talked to Asian about husbands who've got children, but we're getting more positive.
We have third and final call for first and second place final drive class. Final call for first and second place final drive class. Please bring your goats to the waiting ring. Final call for first and second place final drive class.
Our first field is
I think it took about a half lap around the ring, and this class kind of falls together pretty logical in my mind. There's some sort in between third and fifth here, but I think these top two need to rise, and your class winner needs to do so just that much faster. That one's put together extremely well from the side, very complete in how she's made up through her front one third, and everything matches from there on back. Really good on her feet and legs in motion. Very nice one to go ahead and start. One here in second is pretty overwhelming just in terms of her performance and power and center body. She's just not as unique. How she holds herself together out through her hip and her hind leg than your class winner. Maybe not as tidy and put together up through her front one third, but that one's wide and styled and opened up in terms of her center body. Have to appreciate that about her. The other way around, third, fourth, fifth here, there's some sort to be had. I think the third and fourth place does are just their balance and skeletal quality from the side. Just more my speed. We can pick on these two at the same time, though if we're not having enough, when we're stepping behind them, just not as stout or as rugged as some other ones. The one here in fifth is probably a notch better, just in terms of her footwork at the surface. Just her balance, so from the side is a bit more unproportional, if you will. She wants to rise up in her flank, drop in her chest floor, round out of her hip there, but still a nice one to go ahead and be fifth. Run out the class one that's really long and extended ahead of her blade. I just need to see more of that when we're stepping behind her. Let's put our hands together here for that class. Congratulations.
Class placings for Bordeaux 13 to 24-month-old class. Class rankings for Bordeaux 13 to 24-month-old. Sixth place, Elise Buckingham. Fifth place, Elise Does. Fourth place, Noah Stahl. Third place, Hannah Stahl. Second place, Adeline Musser. And first place, Mason Johnson. Third and final call for first and second place final drive. Third and final call, first and second place final drive class. Please bring your goats to the waiting ring. Third and final call.
Bob gave it back to him, Brad. And the guy said, well, if that's twins, I'll give you one. Stop missing her back.
We'll get into the order nannies here, and there's some things to kind of sort through. I think her class winner in motion, her weight distribution is more my speed. Really good in terms of her center body, how she works out through her flank there, and still ties everything relatively well through her front 1/3. I think in motion, that one is the most comfortable in terms of her skeleton. I don't think she's out there in any one way. I think that one just puts a lot of pieces together. The Calico originally caught my eye when that one first entered the ring. Probably not getting shown just as well as some of our other ones out here. We start to appreciate that one just in terms of her balance and quality from the side. Her motion, I do think she wants to drop out in terms of her chest floor. That's a shot more than a class winner, but one that's really good nonetheless in terms of her lines and her angles. I think 3 and 4 is a bit more sort in my mind. I know we're dealing with a smaller one here in 3, but I do think that one is just a shot denser and more level and more unique out of her hip and her hind leg there. It's really just proportion or just a shot better. Maybe give her a shot extra muscle on the backside of her shoulder there. She wants to break right there, then go into her hip and her loin there, but I do think that one is generally wider, only stepping behind her, especially at her age and size. One here in 4, a heavier bread option you can run with very good in terms of her hip and her hind leg there and her feet at the surface. It's just in motion. She kind of wants to come up underneath herself. Then she's showing some signs of being a heavier bread one that's kind of getting too flat her body, a bit peaked out of the backside of her shoulder there, but still a really nice one nonetheless. Then we're out the class with one that's another one good in terms of her center body, just probably not as highly presented as some of our other ones today. You step behind that one, she gets a bit shorter and a bit steeper out of her hip and her hind leg as she goes. Really nice class nonetheless, guys. Put our hands together here as the exit.
Great job. 2 bunkers. Like 11 hours. And we normally do it like 3 or 4 days. Just kind of pace ourselves. And Colin and those cousin actually push the plow out and stop and stay hooked on.
Please welcome into the ring your first and second place final drive class. Please welcome into the ring your final drive class.
Falcon Hurley dropped 168. So this is the final drive here.
Placings for your last class, Bordeaux 25-month-old and older class. In 7th place, Elena Snell. In 6th place, Maya Loy. In 5th place, Noah Stahl. In 4th place, Anderson Russer. In 3rd place, Lily Mullen. In 2nd place, Tristan Flynn. And in 1st place, Hannah Stahl.
That's a hard 9-year-old. He's real good. So like she goes out in the beginning showmanship. That's a Jack Black jersey. She looks like she's a teenager going into a full. Will you actually?
First call for mother-daughter class. First call, mother-daughter class.
Yeah, they got lambs. They got the pig. Chickens.
Hey, busy always. Yeah, we're into that, so. What?
Between showmanship and the end of the Bordeaux classes, we'll be taking a 5-minute break. Only a 5-minute break in between showmanship and Bordeaux classes.
You still have a lot of good shows. These ones that are really taking it to the next level, like so fast.
Oh, I know.
Well, I think this the last couple of years have really gotten into like the actual season from other meetings. They all kept their
Second call for mother-daughter class. Second call for mother-daughter class. Can you please bring your goats to the waiting ring? Second call.
More money and those guys have the ability to run 100 of them instead of 15. You know what I mean? We had the guys from Illinois where we bought out one guy from the farm with all the time.
So can you actually successfully kid goats, get those does that are built like that? I mean, can they actually have kids easy when they're built like that, with big muscular butts on them? Or you want them better than that, or dairy?
The bordeaux are a lot harder because they breed that quick. So it's rebel instead of a natural breeding canal. And we had one last year because it's not figured out.
Can I have third and final call for mother-daughter class? Third and final call for mother-daughter class, please. Please bring your goats to the waiting ring. Third and final call, mother-daughter class.
We had a full one that she had two twins that were 9.5 and 10.5 pounds. So she's a 115-pound male and she had 20-some pounds of protein.
I know that, you look at these nice market lamb lambs out there too, and you think, boy, try to breed some of those market lambs. They've got the same nutrition. You get a full lot.
Our good day that I was imported in Louisville last year, that's probably the stoutest one of the breeding age. We didn't even breed flush for this year. We're going to let it get another year older before we even try to put it out. It's just crazy.
So you have, so you put two in each reset, okay? And you don't know how many of them you took yet, other than just one. And they're in the Spanish stuff. Okay. So that's how you get around.
Put them in the Spanish because they're a little bit bigger and better birth control.
Okay.
They said a lot of those Spanish are just like, for 10 Spanish you might have one problem. For 10 boys you might have 7 problems.
I'll bet. Yep.
So that's I guess what I was planning is to have a few really good bordeaux and then use the Spanish to get them out. But when we did spec checking, we saw three out of the 5 had at least twins. And then one had a single and one was questionable, but it looked like she might have a single or a twin.
That's a pretty darn good percentage.
Our Texas doe that we had twins last year, it looked like she had 6%.
Ringside, if you will, put your hands together here for your doe final drive. Like an extremely high quality set, and there were some classes that were very, very deep and some third and fourths. I know I sent back to the barn that were probably just a little frustrated with me, but guys, I'm pretty happy with the lineup we have out here. And if you're seeing a ringside here, and all my front line kind of run uphill and are very attractive, and how they're made up of the front 1/3. You step in behind them though, and they don't sacrifice the muscle. I don't think we have to have these things super pulled apart. I like to keep some skeletal build into them while also having the unique look and density from the side when we step behind them. I think there's three of them out here in my mind that kind of come down to it, and we can talk about them real quick because I've been on ringside where I'm like, man, I wish he would just talk about what he's thinking about these three because he didn't talk about them all together in class. So the one right in front of me, I think in motion, that one's best look. I think she's so fluid, how she gets out of her hip and her hind leg, her knees set into her correctly. We get her at the stand here, and she does get a bit shorter about her hip. Doesn't want to maybe tie as uniquely on top side of her shoulder and her neck there, but you step in front of that one, and you see that one's chest fold coming right at you. That one's pulled apart and dense. She probably doesn't match it just as well as a couple other ones. When stepping behind her there, about her upper pin set and lower hip and stifle. But a highly present one, I like a lot of things about. Just love her hip and her hind leg and how that one goes. The red tag though here, right in front of me, the kind of the darker one, the almost darker, shorter one. I think that one's stuck. Gives an awesome view because that one's so tucked up and juvenile, but that one's front end and so progresses with a lot of shape and width. On the backside, that one's shorter, and it all fits so well because that's a big giant rib cage and a big touch in that one. Really good. That one's top side of her pin set, just hard touching. In motion, just doesn't want to cooperate just as well for the young man. I think you study that one and break that one down. Her build and design is still very good because that view from the side is incredible. Then the lightweight though, I think one when she gets that one stuck is very unique for how dead level that one is, how long and extended she is out of her hip and her hind leg in motion. Is she the widest tracking one of the bunch? Probably not, and that's where I question that one. But I think you study that one just in terms of her hip and her design and just all of her angles and her athleticism from the side. When that one's stuck and gives a profile view like that, I think that one's hard to beat. In my mind, it comes down to those three. I understand we're just picking top two, but there's some other ones on down the line we can talk about. We won't take much more of your time. I know we got showmanship and a weather show to go through. So guys, if you would, put your hands together here one more time for these kids. Congratulations to all of our exhibitors.
Your grand champion was Sahana Clark, and your reserve grand was Jared Rain. Five-minute break before we start our showmanship classes. A 5-minute break before we start our showmanship classes.
Okay.
This is mother-daughter. is your mother-daughter class.
Oh wait, just kidding. We're doing the mother-daughter class. Then we're going to start the show. We're doing this one, and then they'll be. He's got a while. I saw his name back there too. And the rabbits are too.
Judge on table 3. Literally every other table puts 2 rounds of kids through to 1. She is ridiculous.
Well, he's got a while, so thankfully, yeah. I know. He's always. Yeah. Yeah, she is. I see you.
I have first call for goat showmanship 17 and 18-year-olds. First call, goat showmanship 17 and 18-year-olds.
We're here in mother-daughter class. I think a pretty logical place to start in my mind. And the one here on the front row is probably doing the heavy lifting, but still I think both of them match up very, very nicely together. Very uniform. What their types and kinds represent and bring to the table, a nice place to start. I think the decision in class is 2 and 3. Just for me, I prefer some more things about the ones here in second, about their center body and uniformity, and then hip and hind leg structure as well. Nice place to go ahead and be second. The ones here in third are probably a notch longer and leveler out of their hips and their hind legs. At the same time, though, stepping behind them, they're not as pulled apart and as dense as the ones right ahead of them. And then we'll round out the class with ones that are probably a bit more on the immature side, if you will. But so you have to break them down and just study them. And I think there's a lot of good in those. But in this class, I think they need to fall down into fourth here. Congratulations to these 4 individuals. Let's put our hands together as they exit.
Results for your mother-daughter class. In fourth place, Ilana Snell. In third place, Noah Stahl. In second place, Hannah Stahl. And in first place, Anderson Musser.
This is going to be a good class because Badger Boy and Olivia are showing Caleb and Olivia. Olivia.
Can I have second call for 17 and 18-year-olds goat showmanship? Second call, 17 or 18-year-olds goat showmanship.
After this class and then it's her class, okay?
Final call for 17 and 18-year-olds goat showmanship. Please get your to the waiting ring now. Third and final call, 17 or 18-year-old goat showmanship. Please get your goats to the waiting ring now.
I feel bad that I'm like blocking the aisle.
Again, third and final call, get your goats to the goat showmanship ring now. 17-year-olds, 18-year-olds, please get your goats here.
Yeah, I saw her walk in. Get down. Get down. You can stand there, but you're not allowed to climb the fence. The gate. Hey, get down. You have to stand on the ground. Unless there's like, he doesn't want to cooperate. He doesn't want to.
Can I have first call for 15 and 16-year-olds goat showman? 15 and 16-year-old goat showman, please get your goats to the waiting ring. First call.
I know, but he is very mindful. I'm the same way he's very market. He knows their name.
for 17 and 18-year-old goat showmanship class. Second call for your 15 and 16-year-old goat showmanship class. Second call for your 15 and 16-year-old goat showmanship class.
Are you in the boundary today? More out.
Can I have third and final call for 15 and 16-year-olds goat showman? 15 and 16-year-olds goat showman, third and final call. Please get your goats to the waiting ring now. Can I have Madison Rupp and Kyle Oseski to the goat waiting ring now for your showmanship class. Madison Rupp and Kyle Oseski, please get your goats to the waiting ring now.
Very challenging class. We talked about some different things to work on over on the side. We're going to get started very, very good because these top two do a lot of good for me from a showmanship aspect, just their hand placement, their posture. When these two get stuck right there, their posture is about the exact same. From the side, I like the necks and the heads and the ears all up and out of them, but still maintain their top line and their feet and legs need to be under them correctly in order those top lines to be level. But for me, young lady up front probably does a better job of keeping the head and neck of that one engaged just a shot more. I think her intensity and eye contact is more my speed. She is just a bit quicker. How she gets around that goat does an awesome job from start to finish. Congratulations to her. Young lady in second, I think pushes her just from a demeanor aspect. I think at times she wants to let the head and neck get a little too far forward in that one. I'd like to see that one disengage a little more, and at the top line that one to come up with just a shot better. And then at times want to get a little nitpicky on feet placement. I think that's what separates you two. Very high quality duo to go ahead and start. I think 3 and 4 and 5 on down the line here come just a bit more tricky in my mind of where I want to lay my priorities. The young man here in third is more my style of a showman, just from a relaxed standpoint. I think the way he goes around that goat, I think the goat just responds to him a bit better. He isn't fast, he isn't slow, just kind of in between, and does a very nice job of getting feet and legs set. At times, I like to see that goat just drive up into him just a shot better. I think he's struggling with that one there just a little bit. Sometimes I get a soft handle, sometimes I don't. Just some things to work on there, though. Very nice job. Young man in 4 is on the opposite end of the spectrum than the young man here in 4th. He wants to get everything out of that goat he possibly can, and at times it comes to that one's disadvantage, because I think that one top line gets a bit roached up at times. In motion, just doesn't want to cooperate just as well, and that's kind of what worked you down, because when you do get that one to drive, I think does a very, very good job. Just in motion, doesn't want to get out and cooperate just as well for you. Young lady's going around out of class here in 5. Again, gets a fantastic drive out of that one from start to finish. At times, though, you get that one too stretched. The feet kind of get a little close together, but still, very nice job from start to finish, young lady. Let's put our hands together here for that top 5. Congratulations.
Can I have first call for second class of 15 and 16-year-olds goat showman? First call for second class 15-year-old and 16-year-old goat showman. Can I have second call for class 2 goat showman 15 and 16-year-old? Second call, class 2 goat showman 15 and 16-year-old. Please come to the waiting ring. Third and final call for Class 2, 15 and 16-year-old Goat Showman. Third and final call for 15 and 16-year-old Goat Showman.
She doesn't want to take as much.
That's what she's been saying the past 2
She's not
years.
taking it. She said she's not taking it.
She said last year.
I think a bit more logical, so one of my mind on down the line here. And these top two need to rise at the same time, but I think her class winner does so to a very high degree. Her demeanor and how she gets around that goat, I think, is very, very good. When that one gets stuck right there from the side, I think does the best. From the side profile, head and neck, and arm placement is very, very good. Congratulations to her. The one here in second, I think at times pushes her class winner just from a brace aspect, but still, I think at times as well, she wants to over-brace that goat. Gets a bit more rigid in terms of that one center part of its spine. When I go up and handle that one, I like to see that one relax on all fours instead of picking that one up so often, but still a very nice job nonetheless. 3 and 4 are dealing with some wardrobe malfunctions here, but I think their types and kinds need to rise up because they both get a good drive out of those from start to finish and hold the top line into them. The young man probably does the best job of that of the ones that remain in our initial 5. I just like to see him just relax just a little more, let that go relax into him. There's a shot better. Young lady is going to be 4th. I like her demeanor. I like her posture. I just like to see that goat just set up a better time or 2. And then we're at the class with 1 again. Like her demeanor, like her posture. You want to get that goat 2 bunched up. Wants to get rigid in terms of his top line. Do you stretch that one out, get him to go just a shot better into you. Then we're going to talk about some different things on down the line here. But guys, very nice job. Congratulations.
Placings for your 17 or 18-year-old Goat Showman. In 10th place, Landon Clark. In 9th place, Angelina Borge. In 8th place, Caden Everhart. In 7th place, Emma West. In 6th place, Meredith Brown. In 5th place, Lena Edgar. In 4th place, Kayla Badger. 3rd place, Mason Johnson. 2nd place, Macy Belmont. And in 1st place, Olivia Stoutmeyer. Can I have first call for 13 and 14-year-olds first class Goat Showman? Can I have first call 13 and 14-year-olds class 1 Goat Showman? Please bring your goats to the waiting ring. And I also have second call for first class 13 and 14-year-old Goat Showman. First class 13 and 14-year-old Goat Showman. Please bring your goats to the waiting ring. Class 1 of 15 and 16-year-old Goat Showman. In 9th place, Jaden Smith. In 8th place, Addison Conley. In 7th place, Austin Miller. In 6th place, Alyssa Troyan. In 5th place, McKenna Conley. In 4th place, Brianna Gentis. In 3rd place, Samuel Edgar. 2nd place, Madison Rupp. And in 1st place, Delaney Ditt. Can I have third and final call for 15 and 16-year-old 13 and 14-year-old class 1. Third and final call for 13 and 14-year-old class 1 Goat Showman. Please bring your goats to the waiting rink now. I have first call for 13 and 14-year-old Class 2 Goat Showman? First call, 13 and 14-year-old Class 2 Goat Showman. Can I have Brianna Ramsire for Class 1, 13 and 14-year-old? Can I have Brianna Ramsire for Class 1, 13 and 14-year-old Goat Showman? And can I have Brandon Rave Snyder for Class 1, 13 and 14-year-old Goat Showman?
I think these top three are pretty challenging in my mind. I don't know if there's one in class that necessarily just jumps out and says, I need to win. But the longer they're out here, I think these top three kind of surface and do so for some different things. The young lady that's showing her hair dough, understanding we have a different just go at it. Compared to a slick leather versus a hair dough. But still, I do think she's the most natural one out here from the showmanship standpoint. When that one gets stuck, she keeps the head and neck out of that one. My one pick is in motion when she travels around the ring. We would like to see her just go with just one hand on the halter instead of two. But that's probably my biggest pick, young lady. Past that, I think you do a very nice job from start to finish getting that one set. At times, I wanted to use young lady here in second because she is more my style, just intensity and getting that one to go up out of her. But still, I need to see that one relax on all fours a bit more. She wants to pick that one up and let that one hover off the ground, and that's not necessarily my speed from that standpoint, but she gets a really good brace out of that one, gets that one to go up and the head and neck of that one comes out. Just like to see relax on the head of that one a little bit as time goes on. The one here in third, I think from start to finish does a very, very complete job. I think at times though he can be a bit more quiet and kind of a little more laid back. I'd like to see her just kind of go just a shot better, because I think at times that one wants to get a little easier in terms of his top line. Just so you see that one just brace a shot better from start to finish. Really nice job nonetheless. Young lady here in four, I think just in terms of hand placement and posture and then motion does a nice job just from the stand over here. She wants to go get too bunched up, get in too tight in terms of that one spine. Just need to see relax on that one a little bit. Young lady here in five, again, I think does a very nice job to keep that one going up and out of her. I'd like to see kind of feet placement does a shot better from start to finish. We can talk about some different things along the line here. Guys, put our hands together for that class. A nice top five.
Avery Kepler, Abby Woolbraw, Noah Sprang, and Lindsay Neff to your Goat Showmanship right now. We're going in the ring.
Hey, it'll be fine. We practiced with that. Hold it. You know how many times I did that? Hold on. You can't know it.
Showmanship classes are going fast, so please make sure your goats are ready to go.
Conclusion of our final showmanship class, for those of you that are wondering, we will be showing for an overall champion showman of the day. That'll be limited to the winners of each class from showmanship today. We'll be selecting one, and then I believe we're going to take just a short break after that for showmanship pictures, and then we'll resume with our weather show. So we're starting to move quickly. Make sure you guys are ready to go.
Class 2, your results of Class 2, 15 and 16-year-olds Goat Showman. In 9th place, Rodick Flinner. In 8th place, Nicole Troyan. In 7th place, Emily Conley. In 6th place, Kyla Swain. In 5th place, Allison Weller. In 4th place, Clara Sale. In 3rd place, Maddox Belmont. In 2nd place, Morgan Ivory. In 1st place, Adeline Musser. Can I have second call for Class 2, 13 and 14-year-old Goat Showman? Second call.
Me too.
In And can I have first call for 13 to 14-year-old Class 3 Goat Showman? Showmanship is moving class, so please make sure your animals are here on time when we listen to the calls. Can I have third and final call? Class 2, 13 to 14-year-old intermediate Goat Showman.
I think these top three are very, very good, but also challenging because they're so different in terms of their styles. The young lady that wins, I think, is the most consistent from start to finish, just in terms of feet placement and getting a consistent drive out of that one. Again, let to see her just relax in the front of that one and let all four sit just like that, and that's the best view, because I think your demeanor and intensity and what you get out of that goal, I think, is by far the best one, and that's why she wins the class. I think second and third is a bit more challenging my mind because they're both different and what they bring to the table when we're bracing these things. The young lady in second, I do think she is just a shot just better on the front end of that one, how we get around the front end when I'm coming to either side, just at the stand there. That one wants to pull away from you just a little bit. I think part of it is you want to pull on the neck just a little too much, but still, I think from start to finish, just in terms of calmness, but also combine that with some intensity, I think she needs to work up in this class. Probably before feet placement, a shot more than the one in second, the one here in third. I think at times you want to let that thing get a whopper jaw to how you want to set the back feet and front feet, understanding we're dealing with an injury here, but still have to judge you as you come today. Just like to see you get into that one just a shot more, but still very good, very good showing on the front end of that one. Fourth and fifth, some things to work on, just stand more in front of our goats, get those things to drive up into us just a shot more, and we talked about some things on down the line to work with. Let's put our hands together for your top five. Congratulations.
He's going to really have to run.
I have third and final call, Class 3, 13 and 14-year-old goat showman. Final call, 13 and 14-year-old Class 3 goat showman. Can I have first call, intermediate 12-year-olds goat showman Class 1. First call, 12-year-old intermediate showman Class 1. Can I have second call, Class 1, 12-year-old goat showman. Second call, Class 1, 12-year-old goat showman. We are moving fast through showmanship, so please get your goats ready.
think, a pretty logical place where to start. I think past that you can do some different things. But the young lady here in the paisley shirt comes to us and does so very well. I think from start to finish does an awesome job on the head and neck of that one, getting that one set quickly, but also smoothly at the same time. I think at times you want to overbrace that girl, wants to get a bit rigid right there at the center part of his spine, but still, from start to finish on the move, getting that one stuck. She needs to win. Congratulations to her. I think past that you can do some different things. And my probably biggest sport was between second and third here, because the young lady in second kind of wants to let that go sit a little too much and get a little deeper fronted, but at times the young man here in third doesn't want to let that thing relax just a little bit more. For me, I like the young lady in second, just in terms of her demeanor and her posture, just a notch more, being a bit more calmer and cooler and collected out here. Young man in third, you get a good brace out of that one from start to finish. Can certainly appreciate that. Your eye contact and intensity is more my speed. Just like to see you kind of relax on the front of that one, understanding what we're dealing with a smaller goat and a taller showman, but still, just like to see you relax on the front neck of that one as time goes on. And then here in four, I think one that does so. She works herself up when she reaches back and sets legs compared to some of our other ones along the rail. At times she wants to let that goat get too far forward, doesn't want to get the head and neck up and out of that one, but she does reach back and set legs, and her feet placement is very good. That's why she needs to run into this top five. Young lady is going to be fit today. I think from start to finish probably gets a better drive out of that one than the young lady right ahead of her. At the same time, though, she wants to lift and pull on the front end of that one ever so slightly, just a notch more past my speed, but still gets a really good brace out of that one nonetheless. Congratulations to her. We can put our hands together here. Guys, congratulations to that class.
Third and final call, Class 1, 12-year-old intermediate goat showman, please. Class rankings for your 13 and 14-year-old showmanship Class 2. In 10th place, Andrew Shear. In 9th place, Emma Gentis. In 8th place, Olivia Welch. In 7th place, Rogan Clark. In 6th place, Avery Everhart. In 5th place, Addison Flinner. In 4th place, Bailey Howman. In 3rd place, Austin West. In 2nd place, Madeline Smith. And in 1st place, Olivia Warren.
Why do you not want to sit leaning down, so. Oh, yeah. My son, he's usually trying to look away. He's not a big fan of it.
Can I first call for Class 2, 12-year-old goat showman? First call, Class 2, 12-year-old goat showman. Second call, intermediate 12-year-olds show class 1. Second call, intermediate 12-year-olds show class 1. Second call, intermediate 12-year-olds show class 2. Second call, intermediate 12-year-olds show class 2.
Another one. Don't eat it. Oh, gross. Don't do that. Let's see. I saw it go down. Yeah, eat all the way back.
A very high quality class, and the young lady that wins, I think, does so relatively easy in my mind. From start to finish, I think she's the most consistent. Feet placement, getting a brace out of that one, how she ties the head and neck out of that one, top, side, shoulder, and then her posture and demeanor from the side as well. My speed, I think she does an excellent job. Congratulations to her. I understand what we're doing with a nanny doe here in second, and some different some differences just in terms of posture, but still, I think she could do a better job of setting feet and legs in motion. I prefer her because she keeps the head and neck out of that one, is very, very calm and collected. Just like to see you kind of step more in front of that one and keep the head up out of that one a bit more consistently. The young man here in third, I think he worked himself up. I think when he came out here, he was a bit nervous and wanted to manhandle that one a little bit more than he needed to, but as time wears on, he kind of gets settled in here. I think he does a very nice job of getting a consistent brace out of that one. Would like to see him work on foot placement just a little more, maybe turn your body more in front of that one. A young lady here in fourth, I think she does have the advantage probably of her body placement on the front end of that one and getting that one to drive uphill on her. At times, though, she wants to kind of nitpick on the feet and legs and kind of, go down more than she needs to. They would like to see her hands just a bit different on the head and the ears of that one ever so slightly. That's probably more my speed than you originally had him, but still, very nice job nonetheless. The young lady here in five that kind of rounds out of class. At times, I'll catching her, getting the head too far forward in that one. And then there's other times where she does give that one a pretty good brace. Then in motion to see her to keep the head and neck out of that one a bit better. But really nice class, guys. We'll talk about some different things on the line here. Let's put our hands together as they exit.
Can I have third and final call, Class 2 Intermediate Goat Showman. Third and final call, Class 2 Intermediate Goat Showman. And then here's your class rankings for 13 to 14-year-old Class 3 Goat Showman. In 10th place, Mason Steiner. In 9th place, Abby Rayam. In 8th place, Daniel Shakin. In 7th place, Maya Loy. In 6th place, Noah Stahl. In 5th place, Elise Buckingham. In 4th place, Elena Austin. In 3rd place, Colin Kepler. In 2nd place, Anderson Musser. And in 1st place, McKenna Hayden. Can I have first call, Showmanship, 9 to 11-year-olds, Class 1. Showmanship, 9 to 11-year-olds, Class 1, first call.
They were right at this entrance.
She has shows her show.
I have second call for 9 to 11-year-olds, Class 1. Second call, Showmanship, 9 to 11-year-olds, Class 1. And I have first call, show Class 2, 9 to 11-year-olds. Showmanship, show Class 2, 9 to 11-year-olds. Please come to the waiting ring. And I have third and final call, show Class 1, 9 to 11-year-olds, Showmanship. Show Class 1, third and final call.
I like these top two are very high quality and can definitely compete on some bigger stages. I just wanted to work on them just a shot more because I think they need to be worked in order to separate them. And there's some differences. There's some things I like better what each one brings to the table, but for me, just in terms of consistency and getting a brace out of her go, and the young lady that wins does so to the highest degree. She's also by some margin the best one to show me all angles when I step in front and to the side, and then when I come in for a handle, I'm still getting a hard brace out of that one. Her demeanor and posture here from the side, I think, is more my speed as well. Congratulations to her. Young man, you just want to just get too hard on that one up top. You want to kind of hunch over, just need to see relax and kind of set back into that one because at times you want to pull on the front end of that one a little too much. You want to get too hunched over, and then it kind of takes away from the goat. I think the longer you're out here, though, the better you get. But just some things to work on, and just taking a deep breath before you enter the ring. At times, I would like to see you move around the front of that one and show me sides a bit better. Then also see you kind of reach down and set feet instead of pushing so much. I think some things to work on as we get older, but nonetheless, a very nice job as well. We get down to third and fourth and fifth on down the line here, and some different things that each one does differently for me. The young lady in third is probably my favorite of our last three here in class in motion. I think she does an awesome job of her eye contact and keeping intense. Here from the side, we'd like to see her just fix her hand placement or posture on the front end of that one in order to get that one to drive up into her just a shot better. That's probably where the young lady in four has the advantage, the front end posture and everything. Just in motion, like to see you kind of get that one go out and trot just a bit better for me. And then we're out the class with one with the young lady does an awesome job of getting a better brace out of that one. Just like to see a foot placement, just a notch more spot on than the ones ahead of you. Really nice class, guys. Let's put our hands together here as the exit.
Can I have second call, show Class 2, 9 and 11-year-olds. Second call, show Class 2, 9 and 11-year-olds. Placings for your 12-year-old, show Class 1, Showmanship. In 8th place, Elise Dobis. In 7th place, Cadis Porter. In 6th place, Adam Gravesnyder. In 5th place, Samantha Everhart. In 4th place, Leah Hitty. In 3rd place, Riley Mollett. In 2nd place, Matthew Taylor. And in 1st place, Savannah Lemonin. Did you say Show Class 3, 9 and 11-year-olds, first call. Show Class 3, 9 and 11-year-olds, first call. Can I have third and final call for show class 2? Third and final call. 9 to 11-year-olds, third and final call.
Have you shown yet? How'd you do? Showmanship? No, that was
These top three are very, very challenging, and they all do some different things. We'll talk about them here. I think your class winner, I think how she gets there is a bit different, but when she does get there and gets that one stuck, that one gives me the best view from the profile more times than not. Right there, she's doing an awesome job of getting the head and neck out of that one. At times, just her feet placement and how she gets around the front of that one probably isn't so my speed as some of the other ones. But in terms of a deadly look from the profile, that she does the best job from start to finish. I think she needs to win. Second and third is a bit closer in my mind of what exactly to do because we have two showmen that are a bit more laid back in terms of their posture and demeanor. For me, I think the young lady here in second does a better job of feet placement from start to finish. That girl does drive into her just a shot better than in motion. She gets out and goes a bit better for me. The young lady in third, her demeanor and posture is very, very good. She's calm, cool, collected out here. I think at times if I go once to get too bunched up, I'd like to see her stretch that one out and get that one to drive up into you just a notch more. And then the one here in fourth, just in terms of a consistent top line and maintaining that from start to finish, I think she does a really nice job on that one. I think the young man that's going out of class, I like to see her just relax on the front side of that one a little bit. You want to pull and tug too much, but still really good job. We're getting a brace out of that one. Let's put our hands together here as the exit, guys. Congratulations.
Placings for your show class 2 12-year-olds. In 7th place, Brenneman Flynn. In 6th place, Adam Miller. And in 5th place, Ethan Shaken. In 4th place, Skylar Poston. In 3rd place, Becca Hilty. In 2nd place, Emily Smith. And in 1st place, Sierra Bauman. Blaine Warren, can you please bring your goat to the goat showmanship waiting ring? Blaine Warren.
Okay, so they have to go through all this, which I don't think is going to take long because those are the certain breeds. And it's all for
Can I have second call for show class 3 9 and 11-year-old showman? Show class 3 second call 9 and 11-year-old showman. and final call for show class 3 9 and 11-year-olds goat showman. Show class 3 9 and 11-year-old goat showman. Third and final call.
I think they were watching the show. Riley, now.
As we bring them in a line here, I think the young lady here in the pink stripes, from start to finish, does the most consistent job, and her demeanor and everything up through her front 1/3 and the posture, how she ties everything, the head and neck, and getting that one to go up and into her, I think is very, very good. Her feet placement from start to finish, I think is very, very spot on. At times, she wants to kind of get a little lazy on the front end and want to see the head and neck a little too far forward. Just keep that one engaged. Just a shot more from start to finish. For guys, that's picking on a pretty good showman. Congratulations to her. I think second, third on down the line here, you can do a couple different things in my mind, but just in terms of demeanor, eye contact, we're also getting a consistent brace out of one. The young lady here in second needs to sort up. I think at times she wants to let that go get too far forward in this front skeleton, but then at other times I think she wants to get too much of a brace out of that one. So find that middle ground, I think, from start to finish, kind of what you need to work on, but very nice job nonetheless. Young lady here in third, I think just in terms of her demeanor and eye contact, at times is very, very scary, but still, she does a very good job on the front of that one and getting a consistent brace out of that one. As we mature and get older and stronger, she'll be able to control the front end of that one just a shot more, but I think she needs to work up today because her just demeanor and how she works around the goat and stockmanship, I think is very, very good. The one here in four, I think at times when I let that thing get too bunched up, you want to crank the nose and the neck too far back into it, just like see relax on the front end of that one. I think that one will just respond just a bit better for you. Then one out the class of one, probably don't want to cooperate just as well for you today, but I think you're working very, very hard at getting feet and legs set. Very, very nice job in the head and neck of that one. Let's put our hands together here for this class, guys. Congratulations.
Can I have first call for show class 1, beginners 12-year-old and older, first year showing. First call, beginner 12-year-old and older, first year showing. Please come to the waiting ring.
They're on this one right here. Yeah. From Meredith is in this one.
Placings for your last class class of Show Class 1 9 and 11-year-olds. In 10th place, Noah Maybaugh. In 9th place, Luke Taylor. In 8th place, Anna Hitley. In 7th place, Isaac Rafe Snyder. In 6th place, Bethany Ray Snyder. In 5th place, Adelie Harbog. In 4th place, Adeline Beery. In 3rd place, Kinsley Rupp. In 2nd place, Reagan Mullet. And in 1st place, Aubrey Lingle. Second call for beginner 12-year-olds and older, first year showing. Second call, beginner 12-year-olds and older, first year showing. Can I have third call for beginners 12-year-olds and older, first year showing? Third call for beginner 12-year-olds and older, first year showing.
Guys, I think these top two are close, and they both do some things that we can work on, but for me, just consistency in terms of a brace from start to finish. Like young lady that wins does so to the highest degree. There's times where you do have that one just a tick stretched, but the feet placement at the end and getting a good brace like that, I think is what separates you in motion. I like your eye contact and intensity a great deal. Very nice job, young lady. Go ahead and start. Nothing to take away from an individual here in second. I think her demeanor and just her posture and the way she holds her shoulders is probably a notch more comfortable for me, but still at times I think that does correlate to the fact that goat wants to get a little lazy on you from start to finish. The top line kind of wants to sag in that one a little bit. You don't get as much of a consistent brace from start to finish. And motion, I think you do a very nice job, but then at times you get that one a little too bunched up. Just some nitpicky things to work on. I think both of those are very, very good. Young lady here in third, at the stand, is probably one of my favorite ones. She gets a good hard brace out of that one, gets the head and neck out of that one, top side of its shoulder. It's just in motion. Like to see you keep the head and neck of that one up out of it just a shot more. I think you want to let everything get a little too far forward. Young man here in four, I think does a good job when he gets his finally set. Just at times though, you want to take a little extra time getting that one set. The goat didn't want to cooperate just as well for you. But the longer he's out here, the better he does. Just wasn't my initial impression when he first walked in the ring. Very nice job here nonetheless. Young lady here in five, I think in terms of hind leg placement, getting that one to go up into her, I think she does a very nice job. Looks like to change some things on the front end of that one and how you handle the head and neck. You want to kind of hug too much and so let that one relax. But still a very nice job nonetheless. So we talked about some different things on down the line here, just working more in front of our goats and in order to get a better consistent drive out of them. Let's put our hands together for this class, guys. Congratulations.
Placings for your last class of 9 and 11-year-olds show class 2. In 9th place, Ashton Musser. In 8th place, Jamison Gentis. In 7th place, Annie Erger. In 6th place, Solvian Steiner. In 5th place, Summer No. In 4th place, Mason Rupp. In 3rd place, Shayna Clark. In 2nd place, Margot Johnson. And in 1st place, Claire Keener. First call for beginners 10 and 11-year-olds first year showing. First call, beginners 10 and 11-year-olds first year showing. Can I have Kendra and Colton Flickinger and Dylan Ramsire to the waiting ring now, please? Disregard that call. Disregard that call. Second call for beginners 10 and 11-year-olds first year showing. Second call for 10 and 11-year-olds first year showing. Please bring your goats to the waiting ring now.
in this class. A very nice set from start to finish, and pass your first place individual. I think there's some different things you can do, but for me, I think she does the best job from start to finish. And kind of bringing a gun to a knife fight here in this class. Her demeanor and posture, and how she ties everything up together with her front 130, getting consistent brace out of that one, showing me all angles, her demeanor and everything in motion. I think it's very, very good. Congratulations to her. I think past that, there's some different things you can talk about and kind of sort through for me, just in terms of consistency. Getting a brace out of her goat from start to finish is the young lady here in second. I think at times I'd like to see you kind of work more in front of your goat and work on some feet placement in terms of a rear two, but I do think you do a very nice job on the head and neck of that one from start to finish. Congratulations to you. Young man here in the plaid, I think does work himself up here in class, because at times over here on the side, you want to get that thing stretched out and get the head and neck of that one cocked back into it. I think you do a very nice job doing that. Over here on this side, you want to get them too bunched up at times. Just watch your consistency of where your feet placement is from start to finish, but a very nice job nonetheless. Young lady here with our nanny, understanding we're dealing with some different a style, if you will. I think at times, you can work better of getting feet and legs set on that one. I do think you are very calm and cool and collected out here, which I prefer, just over a couple other ones here in class. Young lady here in 5, she wants to lift and go and drive out of that one. I can appreciate that at times, but still, I'd like to see that thing relax and kind of set down on all fours from start to finish. And we talked about some different things on down the line here to work on. Guys, a very nice class, a very high quality class winner. Let's put our hands together here as the exit.
Can I first call 8 and 9-year-olds first show class 1? 8 and 9-year-olds beginner showing, first year showers, show class 1. Can you please bring your goats to the waiting area? And third and final call for beginners 10 and 11-year-olds first year showing. Third and final call for 10 and 11-year-olds first year showing. Placings for your last class, 9 and 11-year-olds show class 3. In 8th place, Ruby Sword. In 7th place, Aaron Welch. In 6th place, Ryan Welter. In 5th place, Meredith Sale. In 4th place, Elena Snell. In 3rd place, Joshua Austin. In 2nd place, Hannah Stahl. And in 1st place, Braylene Bollinger. We will approximately have a 15-minute break at the end of the Showmanship Challenge for Showmanship winners of that challenge only. A 15-minute break after Showmanship Challenge. Can I have Easton Akers and Benjamin Ramsire to the waiting ring, please? Easton Akers and Benjamin Ramsire.
I think it's pretty logical, so in my mind, and just kind of all fall in line when they first hit the ring and over here on the side. The young lady that wins. I think just from start to finish, again, how she holds the head and neck out of that one and gets a consistent drive from start to finish is more my speed. At times, I like to see kind of relax a little bit and let that one hit the surface with all fours. Very nice job. Nonetheless, congratulations to you. Here in second and third, it's probably my biggest sword in class. But young lady here in second, that goat does want to get get out and go and drive into her just a notch better. We'd like to fix your hand placement on the front of that one. Kind of rotate your hands in order for that goat to just be a bit more comfortable. Young lady here in third, I think she does a good job better on the front of that one in terms of posture and demeanor, but that goat kind of wants to suck away from her, doesn't want to drive up into her, and then her back hind leg placement isn't as consistent as a couple other ones. Then on down the line here, just kind of work more in front of our goat, hand placement on the front of those as we try to get a brace out of those. We can work on those as we get older and stronger. But guys, let's put our hands together for that class. Congratulations.
Can I have Easton Acres? Your showmanship class is going in now. And can I have second call for 8 and 9-year-olds first year showing? Second call for 8 and 9-year-olds first year showing. And Easton Acres, your showmanship class is going in now, so please come. Can I have third and final call for 8 and 9-year-olds first year showing class 1? And can I have first call for 8 and 9-year-olds show class 2 first year showing? 8 and 9-year-olds first year showing show class 2. Please come to the waiting ring. Placings for your last class of 12-year-olds first year showing. In 6th place, Cole Spade. In 5th place, William Sword. In 4th place, Adeline Getchy. In 3rd place, Carly Rupp. In 2nd place, Emma Hemming. And in 1st place, Anna Silverstein. Can I have Brooke Gravesnyder, Braden Erger, and Piper Sproul to the waiting ring now? Your showmanship class is going in soon. Can I have second call for 8 and 9-year-olds first year showing show class 2? Second call for 8 and 9-year-olds first year showing show class 2.
like the longer this top 4 and even 5 are out here, I think the more logical it gets to my mind. The young man in the blue, when he first hit the ring, I think his intensity and demeanor, demanded my attention. And then on the first time over here, when he got that one stuck, it took him about 2 seconds, and then he got after it. I think from there on, I think he does the most consistent job of getting a good look out of that one from the side. Young man, I think you do a fantastic job on the head and neck of that one. Congratulations to you. I think 2 and 3 is a bit more, harder to decipher in my mind, because young lady here in second just doesn't want to get a better consistent brace out of that one, but she is a bit better in terms of feet placement from start to finish. I like to see you kind of rotate your body more in front of that one at times, but still a very nice job nonetheless. Young man here in 3 does get a harder drive out of that one, but I do think he cranks too much on the head and neck of that one. The nose kind of wants to go up, and the top line wants to dip a little bit. If we could just kind of fix those couple of things, I think that goat will respond just a bit better for you. And same can be said with the young man here in 4. I think both of them are very, very similar in keeping the head up, but they rotate the nose. They're too far back, and the top lines want to get down. If we could just fix those couple of things, young man, I think you can work up ever so slightly. Young lady here in 5, I think she does a better job of that, but she wants to pull too much on the front end of that one. Just like to see you relax your shoulders a little bit and let you engage that goat better about how you hold the head and neck of that one. And we talked about some different things on down the line here to work on. Guys, awesome class. Let's put our hands together here as they exit.
Can I have second call for beginner 8 and 9-year-olds show class 2? Second call for third call for beginners 8 and 9-year-olds first year showing show class 2. Third call 8 and 9-year-olds first year showing. Placings from your class of beginners and 11-year-olds first year showing. In 10th place, Caden Spade. In 9th place, Samuel Del Serrando. In 8th place, Elena Miller. In 7th place, Jaron Miller. In 6th place, Weston Morrison. In 5th place, Marietta Strasberg. In 4th place, Benjamin Ramsire. In 3rd place, William Carhan. In 2nd place, Sarah Johnson. And in 1st place, Zion Gosser. And if you were a first place showman, can you please come to the waiting ring? First call for all first place showmen. And after showmanship, we will be taking a 15-minute break for showmanship winner pictures. A 15-minute break after showmanship. Can I have Carson Vandergriff and Shannon Steiner to the waiting ring now, please? Your showmanship class is going in very soon. Can I have second call for first place winners of showmanship? Second call for first place winners for showmanship. Please come to the waiting ring. Carson Vandergriff, please come to the waiting ring now. Your showmanship class is going in very soon. Carson Vandergriff. Third and final call for first place winners. Third and final call for first place winners. Please come to the show ring now. Third and final call.
We have a very high quality set of beginner showmen here from start to finish. But guys, the one that's going to win this class does so relatively easy in my mind. I think she's drop dead perfect here from start to finish. She gets a really good race out of that one. But we're not overdoing it. She walks the head and neck into that one. The top line stays consistent. Feet and leg placement's very, very good. Eye contact and demeanor, everything above. I think she does an awesome job. Congratulations to her. I think past that, you can sort them a little differently than when I did. I wouldn't argue with you, but for me, just in terms of keeping the head and neck and the nose correct and the ears up, I think the young lady here in second in the flower shirt needs to work up. I think at times they'll go once to kind of just relax too much on you and kind of breaking his top line there. I'd like to see kind of set feet and legs a bit better, but from start to finish, I think in motion you do a better job of the rest here in the top five. Young man here in third and also in fourth. Some different things that we can work on. The young man here in third. I'd like to see you kind of stand up just a bit more. I think you'll be a bit taller and prouder about that one because that one is tall-shouldered and wants to go up into you. I think at times you want to kind of hover and stand a little lower. That goat doesn't want to just drive up into you. I think you did a really good job on hind leg placement. Just need to work on front leg placement. Young man here in fourth. I understand we're dealing with an injury, but still have to kind of judge them as they come to me today. I think he does a good job of getting a brace out of that one. At times, though, you want to get that goat too far stretched. So then he wants to kind of break right behind his top, right behind his shoulder there. You kind of put him back together. I think his top line will come back into him just a notch more. Then we'll round out our class with a young lady that does a good job of keeping, being consistent and on the move. Just like to see you kind of use both hands just a notch better here as we get them here on the profile. Guys, excellent class. Let's put our hands together there. Congratulations.
Carson Vandergriff, please come to the show ring now. Carson Vandergriff, please come to the show ring now with your goat. Your showmanship class is going in. In first place winners, your showmanship class is going in soon.
Guys, I think all three of these top three individuals are very, very good and do some different things for me from start to finish. But as soon as the young lady here in black hit the ring, I just think her demeanor and everything from the side is very, very good. She keeps the head and neck out of that one very, very nicely here from start to finish. Top line is very, very good. Her feet and leg placement is spot on. At times, though, she wants to get that one a little too far stretched. That's probably where I pick on her. Other than that, she does a fantastic job here from start to finish. Young lady here in second probably gets a harder brace out of that one here when I get my hands on him, but still at times her feet and leg placement probably isn't as spot on as our class winner, and just some things to work on here as we get older and can handle these things a bit more consistently. Young lady here in third, I do think she does a better job of reaching back and setting legs. It's just in motion. I know we have a 50-50 game out here. Just your partner didn't want to cooperate just as well for you, but very nice job nonetheless. Young ladies here in 4 and 5, I think do compared to their contemporaries along the rail, a better job of getting the heads and necks presented out of these things. I think the young lady here in 4 and in 5 want to grip around the heads of those too much. I like to see them kind of relax on the front sides of those things and let them relax and brace into them just a shot more. Nonetheless, guys, very, very nice class. Let's put our hands together here as they exit.
Going in the ring now is your first place showmanship. Entering now is Olivia Stoutmeyer, Delaney Duke, Adeline Musser, Mika Jagger, Olivia Warren, who's she? McKenna Hayden, Savannah Lemon, Sierra Bauman, Audrey Lingle, and Claire Keener, Brinley Bollinger, Anna Savalsi, Zion Gosser, Raylan Reddick, and Elena Lingle. Give them a big round of applause, please. Placings for your last class of 8 and 9-year-olds first year showing. In 10th place, Carson Vandegrift. In 9th place, Lindy Morrison. 8th place, Kaden Reddick. In 7th place, Anasty Kepler. In 6th place, Sadie Akers. In 5th place, what is this? Shannon Steiner. In 5th place, Shannon Steiner. In 4th place, Jacqueline Weller. In 3rd place, Eva Gosser. In 2nd place, Reese Reddick. And in 1st place, Elena Lingle. And thank you to all of our sponsors. Reminder, after this showmanship class, we will be taking a 15-minute break.
Well, guys, if you would, ringside, put your hands together here for your class participants. We're going to pull 5 of them out. We work those top 5 and dismiss the rest. But still, I think on the front line here, I think you can see just kind of consistency levels. Some calm, but also collected and intense showmen that get those things set quick and then get them to drive up and out of them. So we're going to pull our top 5 here quick and then rework those 5. One more time, if you would, put your hands together here for the individuals.
Jimmy Stinkley is from St. Paris, Ohio. He is a graduate of the Ohio State University in Lincoln Land College, where he was a member of both livestock judging teams. He is currently the donor coordinator for the American Angus Foundation. He also co-runs Garrett Stinkley's Livestock, helping families across the country with 4-H and FFA projects. Jimmy is thankful for the opportunity to judge shows across 14 states and work with the industry's youth. Thank you.
If you would, ringside, put your hands together here for these 5 showmen. Like an incredibly fantastic job from each and every one of them. And there's even some we left out here, that went back to the barn early that I think could have pushed some of these up a little farther, but still, I'm pretty okay with the 5 we have out here. I just think in terms of consistency, like we've preached all day, there's only so many different things you can say in showmanship at this level, but just in terms of consistency and getting a consistent drive out of them, staying dead level on our top line and presenting the heads and necks of these things, I think the little things make the big difference on the biggest of stages. It comes down to 3 of them in my mind. The 2 young ladies on my left and then the young lady on my far right. I think each of them do some different things for me. Probably a notch differently. I think there's 2 of them that are probably setting legs a bit more than the other one, and that's probably what's going to sort it for me. Guys, one more time, put your hands together here for these 5. Congratulations. I'll go shake your hand of your champion.
Minute break. Your showman of the day is Olivia Stoutmeyer. First call, Wayne County born, bred, and raised, meet market goat, show class 1. First call, Wayne County bred, born, and raised, meet market goat, show class 1. Second call, Wayne County bred, born, and raised, meet market goat, show class 1. Second call, Wayne County bred, born, and raised, meet market goat, show class 1.
So the junior fair schedule.
Third and final call for Wayne County bred, born, and raised, meet market goat, show class 1. Third and final call for Wayne County bred, born, and raised, meet market goat, show class 1.
Mallory Johnson.
First call for Wayne County bred, born, and raised, meet market goat, show class 2. First call for Wayne County bred, born, and raised, meet market goat, show class 2. Mallory Johnson, please come to the goat arena for your show. Mallory Johnson. Second call, Wayne County bred, born, and raised, market goat, show class 2. Second call, Wayne County bred, born, and raised, market goat, show class 2.
Third and final call for Wayne County Bred, Born, and Raised Meat Market Goat Show Class 2. Third and final call for Wayne County Bred, Born, and Raised Meat Market Goat Show Class 2.
Guys, as we're getting into our market classes here, the show is going to be quick. You guys need to make sure that you have your goats up here when we call for you. So please, if you need help, let somebody know, but get these goats here first and second call. Thank you.
Can I have Bethany Rafe Snyder, Sahana Clark, and Hayden Snyder come with your goat for your class? First call, Wayne County Bred, Born, and Raised Meat Market Goat Show Class 3. First call, Wayne County Bred, Born, and Raised Meat Market Goat Show Class 3.
I think it's fairly logical sort in my mind amongst these top five. The one that wins, at the stand, he does want to get a bit rigid about the center part of his spine, but set him in motion, though, and everything comes together. That's where I'm going to study him in his natural habitat on the move. I think part of it is we're just kind of over-bracing that one ever so slightly, but still, you can't deny that one in terms of his forward design, his body shape, and how he ties everything from there on back. A nice one to go ahead and start. Probably the second heaviest muscled one is here in second. That one's pulled apart and open and center bit really big. In terms of his center body, you're really good shape on the top side of his skeleton. It's just some motion. Wants to get a bit more rigid in terms of his hip and his hind leg structure. It wants to get a bit coarser about the front part of his shoulder there, and then just a bit more common looking in terms of his front 1/3 as well. One here in third does some things athletically that I like a lot. In motion, he covers his step from start to finish there. It's just when I get my hands on him, he's not as pulled apart and as busted open and opened up as a two right ahead of him. That's what's going to slide him on down here in the third. Same could be said with the one here in fourth. I think that one's center body and in turn to his forerib is probably a notch more genuine than the one right ahead of him. At the same time, though, he gets a bit more rounder and rigid out of that one's hip, and his hind leg wants to get coarser about the front part of his shoulder there. Not as unique how he ties his neck out of the apex of his shoulder there as well, but still a nice one to go to be fourth. One here in fifth does give a pretty striking view from the side. That one is athletic in terms of his movement. At the same time, though, I do think that is a deciment to what this guy looks like from behind, though. He's athletic from the side, stepping behind him, and there's just not enough of that one. Need to pull that one open just a shot more. Guys, let's put our hands together for that class. Congratulations.
Second call, Wayne County Bred, Born, and Raised Meat Market Goat Show Class 3. Second call, Wayne County Bred, Born, and Raised Meat Market Goat Show Class 3. Our placings for Wayne County Bred, Born, and Raised Meat Market Goat Show Class 1. In 9th place, we have Eliana Snell. 8th place, we have Benjamin Ramsire. 7th place, we have Jameson Gentes. In 6th place, we have Brennan Flynn. In 5th place, we have Leah Hilty. In 4th place, we have Claire Keener. In 3rd place, we have Mallory Johnson. In 2nd place, we have Brianna Ramsire. And in 1st place, we have Olivia Warren.
think the top side of this class is very, very high quality. The one that wins does so pretty easy in my mind. When we set him in motion and get your hands on him, his body shape, how it's made there, big the back side of his shoulder progressively gets wider. His loin edge and loin kind of sits up out of him, but he still balances so well from the side. I think his color and his skin probably throws him off ever so slightly. He's not perfect there right behind his shoulder, kind of having a reaction there, but still kind of studying him here from the outside looking in, and that one is the highest quality in class and needs to win. Probably the heaviest, mostly one that stands here in second. That one is pulled apart and dense and wide and big in terms of his touch, big in terms of his upper pin set. It's just when I set this guy in motion, wants to get a bit rounder, more common out of his front 1/3, and then get a bit more rigid and not as coordinated out of his rear 1/3. But a nice one you have to appreciate in terms of his carcass mirror. The one here in third, the slick doe here in third, I probably prefer her build a notch better than the one in second. At the same time, though, she's a bit daintier in terms of her foot size, not as just opened up and pulled apart in terms of her center, a bit frailer in terms of her head and her feature, but still one you have to appreciate from the side and in motion. That's what she brings to the table from a skeletal perspective. Young lady here in fours, lights out job showing this brown goat. I get an awesome view of that one from the side. It's just that the 3/4 view of this one, he's too closed up, and his chest floor wants to round out of his hip